Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving deep into the story of the rare 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, why it's so valuable, and what it could mean for your coin collection. If you have old coins lying around, this could be life-changing for you. Jefferson nickels have been a staple of American coinage since 1938. Most of us grew up with them in our pockets, easy to overlook, but sometimes hiding incredible treasure. Among these coins, the 1962 Monticello nickel with no mint mark stands out. What makes this coin so special? And why is it worth so much more than the standard 5 cents? First, let's understand what this coin actually is. The 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel features Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the back. Usually, nickels minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those minted in Denver or San Francisco have a D or S mint mark. But this particular 1962 coin with no mint mark is extraordinarily rare due to an unusual minting error and the small number that survived in pristine condition. In fact, this coin is considered a major rarity among collectors. The value of this nickel comes down to 3 things: rarity, condition, and demand. The 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel is extremely rare because most coins from that year had a mint mark, or they were circulated heavily and damaged. Mint condition coins from 1962 with no mint mark, especially those graded as gem mint by professional grading services, are incredibly scarce. Collectors pay top dollar for these because they complete a rare set and are a piece of American history. Recent auction sales have proven that a pristine 1962 no-mint mark Monticello nickel can sell for as much as $1.4 million. Yes, over $1 million for a 5-cent coin. This is not hype. It's real, and collectors are actively seeking these coins. This makes it one of the most valuable nickels ever minted and a true treasure if you happen to own one. Now, if you're wondering whether you have this coin in your collection or somewhere in your family's old stash, here are some tips. 1962 nickels from Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, but the key is the condition. If it looks worn, it's likely not the high-value coin. You need a coin that looks almost perfect. No scratches, no discoloration, sharp details on Jefferson and Monticello. Use a magnifying glass. Examine closely for any signs of mint marks or anomalies. If you think you have one, the next step is getting it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. That grading can confirm its authenticity and condition, critical for its value. If you do own this rare nickel, it's important to handle it carefully. Don't clean it or try to restore it yourself. That can destroy its value. Instead, keep it safe in a protective case. Then, seek professional advice. Contact a reputable coin dealer or auction house that specializes in rare coins. Getting multiple appraisals can help you understand its true market value and ensure you get the best price. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just digging through an old jar of coins, don't overlook the possibility that you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. The 1962 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is a shining example of how something small and ordinary can turn out to be extraordinary. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on spotting valuable coins and selling them for top dollar, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Have questions or want to share your coin stories? Drop them in the comments below. We're exploring one of the most extraordinary coins in American history, the 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, this coin could be worth over $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. This little nickel could put $1 million smile on your face. So what makes this coin so special? Let's break it down. The Monticello Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American coinage since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson's home, Monticello, on the reverse side. Normally, nickels from 1961 would bear a mint mark, either a D for Denver or no mark at all, which usually indicates the Philadelphia Mint. But the 1961 no-mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel is different, and that's where the magic begins. In 1961, a rare minting error occurred. A handful of nickels were struck without the usual mint mark, but with certain anomalies that make them almost impossible to find today. Collectors consider this coin a rare error and a key to unlocking huge value. Typically, Philadelphia coins back then had no mint mark, but Denver coins did. The 1961 no mint mark nickel you might find isn't just a Philadelphia coin. It's believed to be a unique error or proof strike that was never meant for circulation. This rarity means very few of these coins exist, and those that do are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Now, if you think you might have one of these coins, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, MS 70 being perfect. This 1961 nickel, especially in mint or near mint condition, can skyrocket in value. Even slight wear can affect the price significantly, so having your coin professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC is critical. Here's the jaw-dropping part: the 1961 no mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel has sold at auction for as much as $1.3 million. That's right, one coin over $1 million. Its extreme rarity, historical importance, and the story behind its minting error make it a true numismatic holy grail. So, how can you tell if your nickel is this rare treasure? Here are some quick tips. Look closely at the reverse side. Does it have the Monticello image but no mint mark at all? Is the coin in pristine or near pristine condition? Does it have any unusual features like doubling or faint inscriptions? Check the edges. Are they smooth or show signs of error? If you suspect you have this coin, do not clean or tamper with it. Cleaning can drastically reduce value. If you find yourself holding a 1961 no mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel, don't rush to sell it at a local coin shop. Here's what you should do. Get a professional grading from PCGS or NGC. Consult with a reputable rare coin dealer or auction house. Consider getting multiple appraisals to understand its true worth. And most importantly, keep it safe and insured. Coins like this show us that sometimes history hides incredible treasures right in our pockets or drawers. So, if you've been collecting coins for decades or just found a nickel in an old jar, take a closer look. You might just hold the key to $1 million legacy. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare coins and collectibles, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt. We're diving into a coin that might be in your home right now and could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. Is your nickel the one? Let's find out. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938. But 1964? That was a special year. The US Mint was facing a massive coin shortage, so they produced an extraordinary number of nickels, over 2.8 billion to be exact. Most were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and do not carry a mint mark. But what makes this particular coin stand out? Well, it's a combination of rarity, minting errors, and condition that can skyrocket its value. In recent years, one ultra-rare 1964 nickel made headlines with a supposed value of $1.5 million. Why? Because it was struck on a proof die, or possibly as a specimen strike, giving it mirror-like details, something never intended for circulation. This coin exhibits full steps on the Monticello building, clear, sharp lines that are almost impossible to find in standard circulation coins. Experts believe it was a test strike or accidentally released by the mint. Okay, let's say you've got a 1964 nickel. Here's what to look for that might mean it's worth a fortune. Look under the year. If there's nothing, it was made in Philadelphia. Especially the steps on Monticello. You want to see at least 5 full lines. Mirror surfaces, almost like it was polished. The coin should be in mint state or uncirculated condition. Get a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Details matter more than you think. Now let's talk numbers. Most 1964 nickels are worth just 5 to 25 cents. But if you find one in pristine condition with full steps, could fetch $50 to $500. And the rarest examples, those rumored to be specimen or proof-like strikes, have been evaluated at hundreds of thousands to over $1 million by professional coin graders. One of these rare nickels was allegedly offered to collectors for up to $1.5 million due to its mysterious origin and near-flawless condition. If you think you've found a valuable 1964 nickel, here's what to do next. Don't clean it. Never clean old coins, it kills their value. Front and back in good lighting. Contact PCGS or NGC, the two top grading services, or get an online appraisal. Always research before selling. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be the difference between 5 cents and 5 figures or more. Your old change could be a gold mine. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is one of the most commonly overlooked coins. Yet it holds the possibility of an extraordinary payday. So dig through those drawers, coin jars, and wallets. And if you think you've got something special, drop a comment below, and I'll help you figure it out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family. Who knows? Someone you know might be sitting on $1 million nickel. Did you know that an ordinary-looking nickel from 1973, yes, just 5 cents, could be worth over $1.4 million today? If you're someone with a jar of old coins or a collection you've inherited, you might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, why it's so valuable, and how you can find out if you have one in your collection. The Jefferson nickel was first minted in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Featuring President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, it's one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. In 1973, millions of these coins were minted. Most were produced in Philadelphia and Denver, with a smaller number from San Francisco as proofs. But what makes one specific version from 1973 so rare and valuable? It all comes down to one small detail: the missing mint mark. In 1973, all coins from the Philadelphia Mint were not supposed to have a mint mark. But here's the twist. A very small number of nickels were struck using a proof die intended for San Francisco, which should have had an S mint mark, but didn't. That means a rare batch of 1973 nickels were struck with the same level of detail as proofs, but without the mint mark and released into circulation. These are not your average nickels. They're extremely rare error coins. The 1973 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is so rare that only a handful are known to exist in pristine condition. One such coin, graded by PCGS as a near-perfect example, fetched $1.4 million at auction. It's a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. High-grade coins with full steps on Monticello, a detail on the reverse, are especially sought after. On-screen text: 1973 no-mint mark nickel no-mint mark, sharp detail, full steps, flip your nickel and check just beside Jefferson's portrait. If there's no letter at all, it could be from Philadelphia, or maybe something more valuable. The year must be 1973. The sharper and shinier, the better. Mint state coins with full steps on Monticello command the highest prices. Mirror finish or unusually sharp detail might indicate a proof strike used by mistake. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to examine your coins closely. Don't clean it, that could destroy its value. Contact a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Visit a trusted coin dealer or numismatist. Auction it. High-value coins often sell best at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. This little coin might look ordinary, but it's a reminder that treasure can be hiding in plain sight, even in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel. What makes it rare, what to look for, and how one coin could make you a millionaire. First, let's rewind to 1978. The Jefferson nickel had been in circulation since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back. Most 1978 nickels were made in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. But here's where it gets interesting. While Philadelphia nickels often had no mint mark, a particular no-mint mark nickel from 1978 is rumored to be an ultra-rare minting error, making it worth a fortune. Most 1978 nickels without a mint mark are only worth face value. So why is this one coin valued at $1.5 million? There are reports in the coin collecting world of a unique mint error, possibly a double die reverse, an off-metal strike, or a wrong planchet error that occurred during a brief production period. This kind of mistake is extremely rare and highly sought after. One such coin, in pristine condition and authenticated by top grading services like PCGS or NGC, was allegedly auctioned or offered for $1.5 million. That's normal for Philly coins, especially on Jefferson's hair and Monticello steps. Like doubled letters, weak strike areas, or even wrong metal color. If it's heavier or lighter than the standard 5 grams, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. Coins graded MS67 or higher are exponentially more valuable. Check your coin with a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. If anything looks off in a good way, you might just have gold in Nichols clothing. Don't run to eBay just yet. Here's what you should do first. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC. A professional grade is essential. Never polish or clean a coin. That destroys collector value. Visit a local coin dealer or reputable appraiser. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers handle high-value coins and can get you top dollar. Now, let's be real, not every 1978 nickel is worth millions. Most are worth between 5 cents and $5, and even rare error coins might sell for a few hundred or $1,000. But it only takes one special coin, like that rumored $1.5 million no-mint mark nickel, to change everything. And the best part? These coins are still out there, hiding in change jars, drawers, and collections. So grab that old coin jar, check your 1978 nickels, and who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting tips, and drop a comment below if you think you found a rare coin. We're talking about the 1980p Jefferson nickel, a coin that's causing a buzz in the coin collecting world, and how yours might just be the rare jackpot. The 1980 Jefferson nickel is a fairly common coin. It was minted in Philadelphia, which is indicated by the small p right here above Monticello on the reverse side. Over 563 million of these were minted. So, why is there talk of one being worth $1.3 million? Some collectors and online sources have reported staggering values for special versions of this coin, most often due to rare mint errors or ultra-high grades in pristine condition. One rumored case in private hands allegedly sold for over $1 million, thanks to a combination of a rare double die error and perfect preservation. Now let's break it down. If you're rummaging through your change, here's what you want to look for. Look for double die obverse, DDO, errors. This means the lettering on "In God We Trust" or "Liberty" appears slightly doubled. Look for off-center strikes or coins with unusual metal compositions. These are very rare but can be worth thousands to collectors. A nickel graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch thousands, sometimes tens of thousands. These coins are often kept in uncirculated mint sets or proof sets. If your coin looks flawless, no scratches, full steps on Monticello, sharp detail, it could be valuable. The myth of the $1.3 million nickel. While no public auction has confirmed a $1.3 million sale, some private collectors do pay extraordinary premiums for rare combinations of error plus grade plus provenance. The key is authentication. Here's how you can start evaluating your own 1980p Jefferson nickel. Use a 10x magnifier to check for doubling on the text. Inspect the steps on Monticello. Full steps nickels are worth more. Weigh the coin. Standard weight is 5 grams. Any variation could indicate a planchet error. Avoid cleaning the coin. It reduces value. If it looks promising, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Let's be real for a second. Not every 1980p nickel is worth millions. Most are worth face value. But here are some real examples. A 1980p nickel in MS66 full step sold $4 $800 one. 200. Rare error nickels from the same year have reached $5,000 to $10,000 in top condition. Likely a rare private deal for a one-of-a-kind specimen. Still, that's a huge jump from 5 cents. If you think you've got a valuable coin, don't rush to sell it at a pawn shop or flea market. Here's how to get the best value. Compare your coin with online listings and price guides. PCGS or NGC can authenticate and encapsulate it, giving it legitimacy. Use reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay for coins with a reserve price. Talk to other collectors on platforms like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins. The next time you go through your change, remember, sometimes the most unexpected treasures hide in plain sight. A 1980p Jefferson nickel could be your golden ticket if it has the right traits. And even if not, you're learning, collecting, and maybe passing something valuable down to the next generation. We're diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable nickels out there, the 1986 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, this coin can be worth up to $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a nickel. So, if you're curious about how to spot this rare gem and what makes it so valuable, stick around. First, a quick background for those who might be newer to coin collecting. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the front and his home, Monticello, on the back. It's a common coin we all use daily, but sometimes mistakes or unique features turn an ordinary coin into a collector's gold mine. Cut to close-up shots of normal Jefferson nickels versus rare ones. Over the years, many varieties of the Jefferson nickel have been discovered that are highly sought after by collectors. And the 1986 D Mint Mark Monticello nickel is one of those extraordinary examples. Now, let's talk specifics. The D Mint Mark means this coin was minted in Denver, and the year 1986 is critical because of a rare error involving the Monticello design on the back. Normally, the Monticello building is perfectly struck on the coin, but in this version, the details are dramatically sharper and clearer, something that usually doesn't happen with such common coins. Insert graphics showing a normal Monticello nickel and the rare sharp 1986 D Mint Mark nickel side by side. This sharper detail error is what makes the coin super rare. Experts estimate fewer than a handful of these exist. And when one hits the market, collectors go crazy, driving the price way up. You might be wondering, why exactly is this nickel valued at $1.4 million? It boils down to rarity, condition, and demand. Show chart or infographic explaining rarity and demand. Only a tiny number of these coins with the sharp Monticello detail were ever made. These coins are often found in pristine, mint condition, which collectors prize. Because it's one of the few nickels known to have this kind of error, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own one. In fact, one of these coins sold recently for $1.4 million at auction, making it one of the highest-priced nickels in history. So, how do you know if you have this rare nickel? Here are some key things to look for. Look for a clear D on the right side under the year. The Monticello building should have unusually sharp, clear lines and details, especially around the dome and windows. Coins that look brand new, with no scratches or wear, have the best value. If you find a coin that matches this description, don't just throw it in your drawer. Get it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Their grading can massively increase the coin's value. Now, if you think you have a 1986 D Mint Mark Monticello nickel, here's what you should do next. Don't clean or alter the coin. That can decrease its value. Get a professional appraisal or grading from a trusted service. Consider selling through a reputable auction house specializing in rare coins. Be cautious of scams. Always verify buyers and get multiple offers. And remember, having this coin could change your financial future. So take your time and get expert advice. For those of you with other old coins, here are some quick tips before selling. Research recent sale prices online. Keep coins in protective cases. Avoid rushing to sell. Timing matters. Work with professionals who specialize in rare coins. That's it for today's deep dive into the incredible 1986 D Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel worth over $1.4 million. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin treasures, and share your stories in the comments. Who knows? Maybe you have a hidden fortune in your pocket or jar right now. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in recent history, the 1993 P Mint Mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, This little nickel could be worth as much as $1.5 million in today's market. Stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you exactly why this coin is so special, how to spot it, and what you should do if you find one. To start, let's rewind to 1938 when the Jefferson nickel was first introduced. This coin features Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the front, and on the back his famous Virginia home, Monticello. For decades, this design has been a staple in American currency. Most Jefferson nickels are common, with millions minted every year. But in 1993, something incredible happened with a very specific batch. The ones minted at the Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P. Normally, nickels from the Philadelphia Mint don't carry the P Mint mark. This was only started in 1980 for the Jefferson nickels, but in 1993, the Philadelphia Mint produced an extremely limited run of these coins with a specific variation that makes them extraordinarily rare. What sets this coin apart? It's all in the details: the mint mark, the sharpness of the Monticello building on the back, and the overall quality of the strike. Some experts call it a mint error or a rare variant, but what it really is a golden ticket for collectors. The 1993 P Monticello Jefferson nickel is one of those once-in-a-lifetime finds. Only a few were ever confirmed, and due to its rarity, collectors are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes reaching over $1 million at auctions. Here's the kicker: while the coin originally sold for just 5 cents, its value has skyrocketed. As of today, one verified specimen is valued at around $1.5 million. Yes, a nickel worth more than a luxury car. Now, let me help you identify if you have this coin in your collection. First, look for the P Mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Jefferson's portrait. Next, examine the Monticello on the back. The detail should be crisp and clear, not worn or faded. And finally, check for any unusual features or signs of a mint error, like doubling or misalignment. If you do find this coin, or any other rare coin, here are some quick tips. Don't clean or polish your coin. It can actually reduce its value. Get it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC. This authentication is critical for proving its worth. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses specializing in rare coins. Always get multiple offers to ensure you're getting the best price. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled across some old coins in your attic, keep an eye out for the 1993 P Monticello Jefferson nickel. It's not just a piece of history. It could be a life-changing treasure. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more treasure hunting tips, and share your coin stories in the comments below. We're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in modern American numismatics, the 1996 D Mint mark Monticello Jefferson nickel. Believe it or not, some of these coins are currently valued at an astounding $1.4 million. So, if you or a loved one has a stash of old nickels, this video could change your life. Let's get right into it. The Jefferson nickel is a classic American coin, first minted in 1938 and still in production today. Most of us recognize the obverse featuring Thomas Jefferson, our third president, and the reverse showing his iconic home, Monticello. But the 1996 Jefferson nickel with the D Mint mark minted in Denver is special for a very particular reason. This coin features an unusual variation that caught the eyes of collectors worldwide. And it's not just about rarity. It's about a fascinating piece of minting history. The key to this coin's extraordinary value lies in a rare error known as a doubled die. For those who don't know, a doubled die occurs during the minting process when the coin's design is stamped twice, slightly misaligned, creating a visible doubling effect on certain parts of the coin, like the mint mark or the Monticello building itself. In 1996, a small batch of nickels minted at Denver showed this doubling on the D Mint mark and parts of the Monticello. This error was overlooked for years until sharp-eyed collectors discovered it. The rarity and value of the 1996 D Mint mark Monticello nickel estimates suggest that only a few hundred of these double-die 1996 D Monticello nickels exist, making it extremely scarce. Well, here's the jaw-dropper. Some specimens of this coin have sold for as much as $1.4 million at auction. That's right, $1,400,000 for a nickel. Why such a high value? Collectors value rarity, mint condition, and unique errors like this more than anything. And because this is a modern coin, in pristine condition, it's even more desirable. Now, if you think you might have one of these in your collection, here's what to look for. First, check the reverse side of the coin for the D mint mark near the Monticello building. Look closely at the D and the details of Monticello for any doubling or shadow-like effects. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a better look. The doubling is subtle but distinct if you spot these signs. You could have a coin worth thousands, or even millions. Selling your 1996 D Mint Mark Monticello nickel? Tips and advice. If you discover you own one of these rare nickels, how do you go about selling it for top dollar? Here are some important tips. Get your coin professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin's condition. A high grade means a higher price. Consult a trusted coin dealer. Find reputable dealers who specialize in rare coins. Avoid quick cash offers. These coins deserve proper valuation. Consider auctions. High-profile auctions can attract wealthy collectors willing to pay premium prices. Keep your coin safe until you sell. Store your coin in a safe, protective holder to maintain its condition. Do your homework. Research recent sales of the 1996 D Mint Mark Monticello nickel to get a realistic idea of current market values. If you have a 1996 Jefferson nickel with a Denver Mint mark, it's definitely worth a closer look. Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight in your own drawer or jar of old coins. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on identifying and selling valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. And if you have questions or want to share your coin stories, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.